Okay, good. It wasn't happening for a second. Got it. Okay, hello. I was like having trouble. Okay, let's say today it all is good. Hello. Yo, catch yourself. Nice. Good morning, everybody. William. Good. So you ready for this morning? Early flow workout-ish? Good. Hi, Jules. I can't say it right. Good. Ophélie, Ali, nice seeing you guys. Good. So I'm replacing again, so it's not a fit. Oh, a hit, sorry, a fit, not a fit. A hit with Tanya. I'm still replacing this morning. So I wanted to go with something that I'm more comfortable with. So we're going to stick with yoga stuff and definitely core stuff. I love core stuff. Good. So, people are coming in. C'est Carmen. Allô, Carmen. C'est bon. Fait que toi, c'est connaisseur. OK, parfait. Super. J'aime ça. Apprendre vos nicknames. OK. Donc, on va commencer sur le dos. Je vais juste ranger ma caméra un petit peu encore un peu. Sûr qu'on voit bien au sol. Ça a l'air pas pire, ça. OK. Est-ce que le son est bon? Vous m'entendez bien, là? Finalement, mes AirPods fonctionnent. Fait que ça va. Je vais avoir un thumbs up là, pour le son pour être sûr que ça fonctionne bien. Que vous m'entendez plus des AirPods puis que ça soit pas de l'ordi. Fait que ça, est-ce que ça va? Ouais, okay. Is that a thumbs up? It looks like a middle finger. Oh yeah, thumbs up. Like from backwards like this, it looked like a middle finger. I wasn't sure. Ok, c'est bon. Ben, on va commencer, les amis. Ben, bonjour tout le monde. My name is MJ, so really happy to be here this morning. I was like moving a little bit before this class because I always find that whenever you do strengthening or anything, you need a bit of mobility before. So on your back, just to get actually the lower spine, let me see if this is working well. Okay, so happy baby. And anything, you know, from holding your knees out like this, happy or half, you know, it doesn't matter, okay? So you want to rock, you want to move, you don't want to move, it's fine. Starting breathing, going slow, and just feeling the spine. Good. Then starting to extend maybe one leg at a time. Good. Move here, like hitting the door. Good. And then anything that feels good. It's a bit of a free space here. Good. Okay, so bring your legs just up like this. And just going to give little swing, control swing. Like you might not, but you try to lift the hips a little bit, the sacrum off the ground, okay? It could be just feeling that you're stretching your hamstring by pulling the legs in, like keeping the belly in, and a little control lift. So nothing big. So I'd rather you have movement that looks smaller in range of motion than swinging yourself and hoping for the best into your movement. Okay, so it's a deliberate movement. Did I say that right? Good. Okay. So from here, you're going to open the legs. We're going to cross the right leg over the left and then twist to the left. Okay. Stay engaged in your core. Come back center. You can use your elbows. Open the legs. Cross and twist. Good. Again. So the shoulder can lift off the floor. You don't need to force anything here. You just want to warm up the spine, get some mobility there, some freedom there into the spine first, and connection with the core. So you try to keep the belly staying in and go to your own pace. If you need to go slower to be aware of your movement, go slower. Good. A few more like this. Getting into the hips, getting into the spine. Good. Up And one more, each side. Open legs. Good. Last one. Good. And slowly from here, you're going to rock a little bit more. And a few times like this. But feeling that you're still trying to control the movement. Okay, going slow. It's really nice for the spine. If this doesn't work from the spine, don't bother. Just come up, stay around it. Let's do 2 more. And coming up. And from here, come on to your hands and knees. Okay. So cat-cow, very simple, but always effective. But we'll do it in steps. Okay. So instead of just going with the upper spine here, we're going to start with tailbone. So lower spine, then middle, then upper spine, then neck. Okay. Now the opposite, still starting with the hips. So we're going to start with the tailbone. So you got to keep your hips in, going slowly, middle, upper spine, neck, but just a little bit from the tailbone. Okay, so, and then here when you do it from the tailbone, you should feel your abs engaging. And then keeping them engaged as you lift the sitting bones up first and a little bit more towards your heart to the end. One more time like this. So tail first, middle, upper spine, then the head, and then last time, opening slowly. Keep the belly in towards the spine. Good, and release. Okay, so from here we'll start into Sphinx pose, continuing with the movement of the spine. So the elbows are placed just under the shoulders. So you're going to go with the chin, the head a little bit back. Okay, so make sure that you're pushing yourself away from the floor. So the head back. Chin in, and then round the spine. You keep your thighs down, try to lift just the pubic bone, just a little bit. And then inhale, keep the belly in, open up. And then again like this, round, belly in, and up. So when you try to round a lot, you should feel your core again, connecting, engaging here. 3. We'll have a lot of repetition at the beginning. 4. I'm going to take my earrings off because I feel them on the parts that might be bothering you too. Just a few more like this. Anchor through your feet, lengthen the tailbone. So setting the movement patterns you want to have with a strong core, a long supported spine. Just a few more like this. Really engage into everything that's touching the floor, pushing, and then trying to lift the rest. One more time like this. Good. And then from here, coming down. So coming into baby cobra, inhaling, hands close to you. So you can always work your hands up. I love baby cobra more than up dog recently because we learn to work with a strong spine instead of always relying on our hands or joints here. So hold it up. The hands could be down, they could be up. And then from here, we're just going to move to baby cobra to sharp horse. So sit back, exhale. Come right forward, tuck the tail when you go down. Baby cobra, inhale, exhale, back, child pose. And again, movement here. Breathe, lift, and push with the hands, keep the elbows in. Coming back, tuck the tail. So same movement we were doing with the cat-cow. So we have the movement coming from the pelvis first. So tuck the tail from the start, then open, stay strong, descend. Push the hands forward, forward. Make sure there's some breath here. Baby cobra. Last one like this. Good. And back. So you want to make sure you avoid that kind of movement where it's like the head doing this stuff. Okay? You always start from the core. Nice. From here we're going to do some twists. So we're going to alternate the knee like this. So you've probably seen this one before, but I want you to make it with a top of the tailbone. So right hand is out. I'm going to turn the left leg to the right. We're going to do a few like this. So instead of just letting it go and then the belly just blah. Okay, so if I do it this side and try to go far, I wanted to learn to tuck the tail. Okay? So when you do this one, you tuck the tail, you should feel your glute getting really engaged. Okay? So, right hand out, look to the left, turn left leg to the right, tuck the tail, and then changing side. Tuck the tail just at the end of the movement, and change. Good. So you never let go your lower spine being unsupported. So even in a twist, we're not trying to get it so much into the lower spine, more in the upper spine. Continue going like this. You can exhale when you hold a bit of the movement. Inhale, center. Exhale. And up. Press your hands into the floor. I kind of let go my shoulder down, but you try not to let the shoulder go down. So you might have a little pec stretch going on there. Good. So one more each side. And last one. Very good. Come back center. Now learning to really transition. So if you cannot come into a plank pose without swinging with the upper body, start with the knees and then go from the pelvis. So tuck the tail. Okay, so tuck the tail and then lift yourself going into plank pose. Okay. From here, downward facing dog. So we go back and forward, back. Try to keep the belly in as you transfer yourself back into downward facing dog. Your palms are really engaged. Legs are strong into your plank pose. Breathe in, coming forward. Breathe out, going back. Keep the suction of the belly. If you need to have your knees bent for this, that's fine. You might need still to warm up and opening up, and that's fine. Good. A few more. So try to avoid that disconnection between each of your posture. Just focus right now. You know we're working the core, we're working the connection. So try to keep it and notice how your movement either has to change range of motion again, ou l'amplitude de mouvement qui va être moins grande, ou peut-être d'aller un petit peu plus lentement. Good. A few more. Good. And back. Good. And then from here, lift your right leg up to sky. 10 times. We go knee to opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go slower. 7. Push with those palms. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Plank pose. Knee down. Descend fully to the ground. Baby cobra. Rest those hands. Good. And hold the baby cobra. Take the time to reconnect. How you lengthen the tailbone. Good. And then keep the belly away from the floor. One more breath in. Exhale. So take your time here. Can you lift core, like an upper spine and lower spine at the same time? So it's like comme un glissement vers l'arrière. And then you have your plank pose. Reach back, downward facing dog. Left leg is going up and going opposite elbow and up. Keep the rib cage in. So here we don't want to flop. So it's the same movement that we were doing on the floor. So we do it down dog with a strong glute. 3, whoops, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, good, and 10, good, and down. So if you're knee sensitive, we're going to have a few things on the knees today. Make sure you have either a blanket or an extra mat. And now here we're just going to move from side plank modify a few times. Again, still kind of warming up here. So push your tailbone, squeeze your glute, open up. And we're just going to change side to side. If you feel ready to go into a full side plank right now, I really don't mind. Okay, I'm still thinking that it's 9 o'clock in the morning. And we need to start just moving a little bit. So do it slow. Do it aware that tailbone lengthening at all time. And then you can inhale, center, Exhale, open up, or again, there's no like super strict things about the breathing, whatever helps you to feel free to move. One more each side. Good. And last one. Good. Okay. Come back. Center, downward facing dog. Come forward, plank pose. We're going to combine those movements together. Come into Sphinx pose. This time, if your top of the feet allow it, we're going to lift the whole thing. Okay, so you can stay with the previous version where you're trying to lift a little bit more of the pubic bone and hips. And if you can press the top of the feet, you're going to lift the legs, look towards the pubic bone round, and then slowly bring yourself up. Continue lengthening the tailbone. And then we go again. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, open. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10. Good. Down fully, hands back. Baby cobra, inhale. Exhale, child pose. Push with the hips back. Come forward, plank pose. Descend, chaturanga. You can have your knees or not down. One time each side. We turn with the leg, left leg to the right. Come back, center, right leg. Come back, center. Plank pose. Follow through the knees. Lift your right leg up. 3-legged downward facing dog. Reach back. You go knee to the opposite elbow. Stay here, one leg plank pose. Bring your right knee down. Turn for a side modified plank. Open. And then come back down to the floor. Plank pose. Knees down if you want. Descend, chaturanga. Baby cobra, breathe. And then child pose. Exhale. Tuck the tail, reach back. Come forward. Plank pose. Hold. Lift your left leg up. 3-legged down dog. Keep your core strong. Bring the knee to the opposite elbow. Good. Back to plank. Hold the leg. Now the knee down. Turn sideways and open. Good. Again. Center. Plank pose. Descend. Chaturanga. Tuck the tail. Whatever variation you're doing. One block. Sphinx pose. Round the spine, lift. Down. Baby cobra, lift. Child pose. Reach forward again, plank. Descend to the ground. Extend your arms to the side. Flip left foot to the right. Tuck the tail. Flip right foot to the left. Tuck the tail. Come back, center. Straight plank or through your knees. You choose. Up. Lift your right leg. 3-legged down dog. Knee to opposite elbow. One leg plank pose. Bring that right knee down. Turn. Modify side plank. This time we lift the left leg up. Hold it up. And bring knee to elbow 10 times. 1. Extend. 2. 3. 4. 5, 6, squeeze your waist, 7, 8, push with that bottom arm, 9, and 10, very nice, turn back, plank pose, all the way down, good, Sphinx pose, tuck the tail, pressing your feet, lift, down, good, baby cobra, inhale, lengthen the tail. Hands closed, lift, keep that tail tucked, child pose. Reach back. Come forward, plank. Descend all the way to the ground. Arms open. We're going to shift again. Left foot to the right. Always same side. And back. And right foot to left side. Come back center. Hands closed. Full plank or through the knees. Lift. Strong. Left leg lift. Hold it. Three-legged down dog. Feel your core. Feel your glutes engage. Knee to opposite elbow. Stay with the plank. Just reach your leg back. Knee to the ground. Modify side plank. Turn on your left hand, left knee. Lift that right leg up. And now we're going 10 times. Elbow up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make an effort to squeeze a little extra. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Turn. Plank pose. Descend chaturanga. Good. Sphinx pose. Press the feet, tuck, look to the back, and down. Cobra. Breathe in. Hands closed. Lift with the pelvis, chop pose. Come forward. Plank. Descend all the way down. Extend your arms. Left leg to the right. Tuck the tail. Press in your palms. Change. Turn. Tuck the tail. Feel the core. Feel the glute. And forward. Very nice. Come to plank pose. Lift. Good. Lift your right leg. Three-legged downward facing dog. Knee to opposite elbow. Hold. Plank. One leg. Hold. And knee to the floor. Turn to the side plank. Modify. So here what we're going to do, reach the left arm up. Tuck the tail well. If this reaching the floor is too far, you know you have your hand on the block. Maybe start coming onto the tip of the fingers. And then here, without lifting any more of the spine, you're going to lift your right hand off the ground. Feeling all the muscles, side abdominals, the obliques. And now just reach that right hand to your hip and forward. To your hip, forward. Tuck the tail. Again. Hip forward, like you're sweeping something on the floor. Stay over, stay diagonal, reach. 4 more. You're gonna feel the burn on your left side here. 3 more. Good. 2. Last one. Release. Beautiful. Hands on the ground. Step back. Plank pose. Descend to the floor. Chaturanga. Going for Sphinx. Pressing to the floor with the feet. Round the spine. Going down. Baby Cobra. Inhale. And then chop pose. Exhale. Forward. Plank pose. Breathe. Descend to the floor. Chaturanga. Arms are wide. Left leg or foot to the right. Tuck the tail. Squeeze the glutes. Strong. Change side. Back center. To your plank. Through your knees or straight. Lift your left leg. Because you have to do the other side. Three-legged downward facing dog. And knee to opposite elbow. Three-legged plank pose. Hold. And knee to the ground. Left knee to the ground. Turn. Good. So we have an opening. Kind of a half or supported Trikonasana. Kind of. And I'll just lift a little bit on the tip of the fingers. And then from here, not changing anything. I'm just lifting my bottom arm. Hold that. And then reach and forward. Reach, anchor yourself through your feet and knees. 2, tuck the tail. 3, 4. Good. 5. Belly in. Feel your left glute. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, that's a burner here. Really good. And then come back. Hands down. Plank pose. Descending chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing dog or both. I like to do a combo. Good. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Hold your posture. Need to fix that. Good. And slowly walk yourself forward. Come into sitting in front of the mat. So we're going to alternate that with a little bit of a Navasana variation. And come back to the next combo. We're doing well? Hello. Chris, Jim. Good. Okay. Oh, we're doing well. Perfect. Okay. So, Navasana. First part, lift the feet off the ground. You can always have a block between your thighs, or anything, you know, that you can squeeze, helps to create the connection. And now from here, we're going to move on one cheek to the other, okay? So when I'm going on my left cheek, my right is completely off, okay? And then change. So we're going to continue working the obliques. Pull the belly in, make sure that you're not pushing it out. And we go. 3. Any amount is good. If this doesn't work for some reason, stay in Navasana. You can do low boat. And something that works your core, but in a proper form for you. And then shift. Again, hold. Shift. Hold. Again, high. Good. Again. Okay. Now, we're going to go on the left side, and if there's room, you're going to go down and then lift it up. Okay? Again, remember, it could be just a low bow. So make sure that when you go down, you're completely staying on the cheek. Change. Down. And up. Change. Good twist there. Down. And up. One more time, each side. Down. And up. And change. Down. And up. Very good. Remove the block. If you haven't, have a little flow. We'll meet into downward facing dog. Okay. So, kneeling, again, if the knees are sensitive, make sure that you have extra support. At this point, I'm at 3 layers of yoga mat. Okay, so we're going to work sideways. It's a bit of a mermaid thing. So I've done this in a few of my classes. We're going sideways like this, but we're going to move from one side to the other. So if you end up feeling like you're moving like this and you can't come up because you're too far to the side, don't go all the way down, okay? So basically it's going to look like this. We're going to come up center and then reach to the side. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just go to the side of your heel and then coming up center and going on the other side. But when you're coming up, I want you to feel it coming again from the tailbone tucking. It helps to engage your core, so you're not coming up with the head and shoulder. The upper part of the body is following. So you have your cattail intention and coming up like this, okay? So from here, we're up. Let me put my knees back on the pad. And then you're going to go sideways to the left. Maybe you reach, maybe you don't, but you don't fall. Tuck the tail, come center, and slowly going down. Maybe after a few one, you'll be able to sit. So it's still opening up your sideways. Tuck the tail, come. And see, I'm not sitting completely on one side yet. Usually I do. But again, it's early. And it takes me forever. Whoop, it's getting there to warm up. So your glutes and no swing and your core doing the job to lift you. So there's no tension into the spine. Push with your shin bones too. It helps if you want to push your feet through the floor. And a few more, almost done. Good. Last time. And up, good. On your hands and knees. Come, 4. Beast pose. So beast. So it means that it's a floating table. We have the knees at about 2 inches off the ground. And then really hips, knees in line, shoulders, wrists in line. Don't let the head fall. Push the head back. And then from here, downward facing dog, back to beast. Downward facing dog, and beast. Floating table. Down dog, belly in, and beast. You can always just push the hips back, keep the knees bent. That'd be fine too. Few more. Be attentive to what you're doing with the belly button. Keep it in. You keep it light on your toes as you come forward. Good. Just a few more like this. And 2. And last one. Good. From here, now you're going to lift your right leg up. Stretch it back, not changing anything into your left side. Pull it in and back. In and back. 4. Don't let the hip drop. Hold it. 5. So it's thigh work and core work. 6. 7. Keep pushing the floor. Don't fall on the shoulders. 8. 9. And 10. Bring that left knee down, thank God. And then bring the right foot forward, low lunge. So reach your arms up, inhale. As you come forward, squeeze the glute, lift the belly in, lengthen the front leg all the way back. Come forward again. This time, arms are going back and you're lengthening that front leg. Don't let yourself round here. I want you a little bit more up, back engage, core engage. Coming back up and lengthen the front leg. So we alternate those. Forward, down, and leg straight. Again, up, front leg straight. Forward, fold, front leg straight. Again, up, and back. Any amount with that leg straight. Okay, it doesn't have to be. Again, focusing on what you can do with the core and the spine not being rounded because you want to do something deeper with another part of the body. Controlling your alignment, your support. Okay, one more. And back. Good. Reach your arms up, hands down, step back, plank pose. Descend for your flow. Any variation of flow that you want. Or maiden downward facing dog. And then come back into floating table. Hold that. Take the time. Feel what you have to do to push, to hold, to feel strong. And then when you lift that left leg, you don't drop in your pelvis. So keep the core strong. Stretch that leg back. And move the knee in 10 times. 2. 3, 4. Notice if you went up with the hip or the knee. 5. Look at the knee a little bit and come back with the head straight. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring the right knee down. Step the foot forward. Reach your arms up, low lunge, and then lengthen the front leg. Feel strong here. Tuck your tailbone, squeeze your glute. And then forward, fold, lengthen the legs, support the spine. Forward, up, front leg straight. Bend and fold. Stretch, stay folded. Good, and up. Squeeze. Good, and back. All right, I forgot one move that I really like from here. I have to go back. Good. Go back, squeeze, because you'll see why we need it. Good. Lift, one more. And up. Good. And down, hands down, step back. Your choice of flow. Add your cobra, so it's a good thing if you can think about it. Adding your cobra before up dog. So instead of always just doing upward facing dog, add it back, strengthening and lengthening here. Good, setting your core support. Good, downward facing dog. So, back to beast. Lift your right leg, reach it back. Now knee to nose as you stretch the left leg. Beast or half tabletop. Here, float, reach your leg back. And knee to nose, stretch the left leg. Again. 3, 4, 5. Anything that you need to do. Could be just the left knee on the floor, stretching that leg back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Reach that right leg up, three-legged downward facing dog. Lunge the foot all the way forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Squeeze the glutes in. Use your core. Okay. I'm missing the upper part, but that's fine. You don't need to see my head. Okay, from here, a bit like we're doing on the floor first. So, lengthening the front leg. Bend. Reach forward, arms back. Lengthen the front leg. Use your core, so don't let yourself round here. Come a little bit higher. So core strong, back strong. Bend the front leg. Inhale, lift. Lengthen the front leg. Bend. Reach forward, almost like a runner. Then extend. Good. Again, up. Extend. We'll do just 5 times like this. Forward, belly in. Extend. Good. And up. Good. So from here, stay up. Lift yourself on your tippy toes. If you feel it's too wide, walk your feet in a little bit. Okay? Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your core. Keep the lift in the heels. And then bring your arms down, slowly forward with the spine. Good. And a lot of control everywhere. Legs, core, all included. Come back up. Woohoo! And just one more time like this. Going slow, so just 2 times. Hold. Very good. And release. Hands down, step back, plank pose, your flow. Add that baby cobra, please. Okay. And downward facing dog. Going on the other side, so we're going with the beats first. The left leg goes up, the hips are not dropping. Extend that leg back. Stay close with the other knee. Now bring the knee in, extend the right leg. And you gotta coordinate here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, should never feel this in your back, all in your glutes. 7, legs, core. 8, 9, and 10. 3-legged downward facing dog. Reach up, squeeze the glutes. Stay square with the hips, don't open like this. So stay square and lunge the foot forward. Crescent lunge, rise up. Beautiful. From here, lengthen the front leg first. Squeeze everything. Bend, stay rooted. Come forward and lengthen the front leg. Stay open at the front. Bend, reach, lengthen. Bend, fold, reach back, lengthen the leg. That's 2. Up, up, bend, down, reach, lengthen. 2 more. I think I'm a little bit off, not sure. I'll do 1 more. Good. And up. Good. Okay. So I need to move in just a little bit more here. So lift both heels. Good. Slowly. Arms down. Come forward. Squeeze the legs in. Strong core. Lengthen forward. Good. Lift yourself up. Ooh. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Especially big toe mount. And then 1 more time. Forward. All is connected from your feet, your legs, your core. The spine feels nothing, it feels supported. Come up and foot down, hands down. Step back, plank pose, and then you'll flow. Perfect. So when you're done, you're gonna come to sitting position. Good. Okay, so we're gonna bring ourselves onto our elbows, like this, and then having the legs up. You can start with the legs bent, so we're gonna do some twist here, okay? So twisting to the right and to the left. Belly in, don't sink in your shoulders, go up. So you can go with the legs long or maybe just one leg. So you can go slow and start loading it up. Good. Up. Up. Good. You try both legs. Keep the belly in. Chest open, shoulders open. I'm stuck in my doorway here. Good. A few more. Good. And back, center. Okay. So we'll go back completely on the floor. I want to work the halasana. And, well, it's not full halasana, obviously, because our upper body won't be vertical to the floor. So we want to work gradually. So you can start by just trying to lift the hips like this. Okay, so that could be the work. Where I'm aiming gradually is to be able to lift slowly. I know at first you're going to have to swing yourself up, but it's reach back like this. So here I'm doing it without the hands, but obviously you can do it with the hands on the floor, helping you to resist the floor. Bring your legs, staying thighs close to your chest and belly, and unroll like this. And we're not going to go further than 45 degrees. That's enough, okay? So either swing up a little bit or control the movement. At first I was pushing the feet into my hand. That was helping me to reach back and up. So that's a possibility. Okay, and then slowly controlling the movement. So this movement I really like because it's strength and flexibility into the spine. So there's some morning, if I would start this first thing in the morning, I cannot lift. Or if I ran, or if I did some bike, I'm really stiff after, I cannot do this. So I'll do mobility work, opening, until I can do this movement very slowly. Then it tells me that I'm back to my normal shape. So you can always choose a few movements like this. You feel it naturally anyway. When you do something and it was intense, and then you feel a little bit stuck, what you have to do to restore was damage. Good. A few more like this. Again, if this doesn't work, neck is not happy with that, nothing is happening, you continue with another variation of abdominal work, control work, and that's it, and it works. Good. Slowly. Take your time. The slower, the better. So then you know you have control. I know sometimes that there's this place where it just like poof falls. Sometimes we're a little bit limited because the vertebrae are kind of not fused, but it's a little bit stuck. Okay? So again, it's a signal to tell you that, okay, I need to be a little bit mobile in this area to be able to have a nice movement possible. Good. Let's do one more. Belly in, control, squeeze, 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 squeeze the thighs. And release. Very nice. Hold the knees, sway side to side. I love this one. I really love this one. Good. Okay, so I think it's about time to stretch, kind of. Let me double check. Okay, we're going to take it a little bit easy from here, but just doing some opposite of what we did. So some bridge pose first. Super simple. So press into the feet, not super high. Lengthen the tailbone. Squeeze the buttock, the tail is trying to go more up and the belly is trying to go down towards the spine. Hold that. Good. And we're going to play just with the arms. So reach your arms up and we're going to reach the arms back. Good. So breathe here, hold the bridge, and then exhale. You're going to move just with your arms going down by your side. Inhale, lift. Exhale by your side. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Again, breathe. And down. One more. Breathe. And down. And bring the hips down. And we're going to combine hips and arm movement together. So on the inhale, press into the heels, tuck the tail, lift the hips, reach your arms overhead. And then exhale, slowly bring everything back down. We'll roll into the spine. So don't land the buttock and you have that curve in the spine. Okay, so again, always starting with a little tuck, a little connection with the glute, and then keep this until the end. So here I'm really tucking and landing my tailbone just last. Tuck the tail, lift. Good. And down. Again. And down. Breathe. And down. And do one more. Breathe up. And down. There we go. And then cross the right thigh over the left. And then you're going to let yourself sway a little bit like we were doing at the beginning of the class without opening the legs. So open, twist knees to the left and then bring yourself back up. Bring the knees to the right. Good. Belly stays in. Back center to the left. And to the right. Again. Right. Good. Last time. Yeah. Next time, you back center. Hold your ankle to your knee and then pull your left knee in. Slowing down the breath. And even if it's slow, just see if you can take your time and exhale a little bit longer. Good. And going for the twist this time. So right leg. And I'm just going to change my side because I notice all the writing is at the bottom and my face is right at the right. So, so left leg, left knee down to the left side. And exhale, back center. Very good. Okay, now going on the other side. Left leg over, and then we're going right to left. Down, engage your core, push with the elbows a little bit to help you to come back. So don't let yourself go too far where the rib cage is popping, especially here when we go to the left. Continue tucking the tail, squeezing the glute a bit. Keep going. One more each side. Good. Back center, threading the needle first. Yes. Good. And going for the full twist. Stay slightly connected with the core, staying in. It's not a total release here. And slowly bring yourself back center. Hug the knees in. Good. And choose to roll on one side. Bring yourself up. So we're going to go with the mermaid here. So you can sit on your heels first. And then going one side. Hold your shin bone. If you're again too far to the side, just keep pushing the floor. That's going to be doing it. Reach your arm up or even hold your head. And then get the head to pull a little bit more on your head. I found that it helps to stretch. And also, I like the hand on the head because it tells us where the head is. We tend to just kind of let go of the head. So by pushing into it back and to the side, you'll notice a big difference in your stretch here. And breathe slow. It feels so good. And release. Back center. Bring knees open, child pose. And then I was stretching my right side. So if it was your left side, you're going to reach your hands to the left. So if it was your right side, sorry. If it was, listen, same side. So left side was stretched, you go to stretch the left side as well. AirPods were not made for yogis. They keep falling when we go with the head down. Breathe slow. Good. And come back up. Bring your knees together. Let's go on the other side. Okay, so we have about 3 minutes left. We'll be good before it gets cut off. So if you need to do your Shavasana, take the time, just a few minutes. Good. Breathe slow. Keep moving with the head a little bit, pulling on your hand. And release. Oh, God, I love that stretch. So down, and not down facing down. We're done with that. Child pose. Open the knees and stretch the same side. Good. And And slowly bring yourself back up. I'm gonna turn this like that so I see you better. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. You can take a little bit of time sitting. You're welcome, Orly. And to connect and stay, merci. And then stay a little bit grounded with this practice. Not for long, but just reconnecting the breath and then noticing which body feels warm and then how it's going. Merci, Carmen. Merci, Daniel. And I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. I'll see you probably, well, next week normally, unless I'm replacing again. I think it looks to be my thing recently. Fait que je vous donne des gros becs tout le monde. À bientôt. Bye, Vanessa. Ophélie, merci, c'est gentil. Merci, William. Good. So nice to read you here. I like that. It's the only connection I have since I don't see you. Kitisto ya nova. Nice. Oops. Good. So big kisses, everyone. Love you all.